Owen Tanner has always had a bird living in his chest. No, the book's title The Boy with a Bird in His Chest, Atria Books, 320 pp. Out of 4, is not a metaphor, but sure, it works as a metaphor, too. He has an actual living and breathing bird residing in a cavity in his ribcage. Her name is Gail. She is a source of love and cheer. Gail tells jokes, sings songs and strokes Owen's spine when he needs comfort. It's good she knows how to make him feel better because otherwise he might feel terribly alone. Fearing for her unusual son's safety, Owen's mother has hidden him away in their house for his entire childhood. She is a source of anxiety, too. Owen's not the only person in the world to have an animal living inside him, and it marks him to the medical establishment as a terror. His mother's greatest fear is that her son will become an institutionalized test subject. But after an accident, Owen needs to see a doctor, and though he tries to keep the bird living in his chest a secret, that turns out not to be the easiest thing to do during a medical exam. The truth about Gail comes out. Why you should pay more attention to Mouse than Joe Rogan. That's not the only thing to come out over the course of The Boy with a Bird in His Chest. Even as people begin to learn about his resident bird, Owen wrestles with a dawning awareness of his attraction to other boys. Here's where Gail becomes a metaphor. After his mother secrets Owen away to live with his uncle in Washington state, he soon bonds with his female cousin, Tennessee, whose own attraction to girls encourages Owen to draw close to a neighborhood boy, Clyde. But Clyde's father, the thief of joy, is more than willing to turn to violence to keep the love-struck boys apart. This book would have fit happily within the diversity of today's young adult novels, but by writing The Boy with a Bird in His Chest for an adult audience, Lund can afford more page time teasing out the intricacies of her scenes, which are rendered in lucid and precise prose. Lund makes Gail into both a visceral reality and a potent metaphor for queerness, a fluttery secret, present from childhood, that can be a source of torment or great joy depending on who's looking. The gothic weirdness of a bird living in a ribcage could easily have become distracting. Instead, in Lund's caring hands, it deepens the book's themes of difference and connection. Emily Maloney breaks down cost of living in a broken healthcare system embracing new memoir. Though Owen and Clyde are rich and rounded, other characters reduce in complexity over the course of the book, most notably an enemy doctor who turns vaudevillian and, to a lesser extent, Gail herself, whose repetitive behavior reduces her into a bit of a manic pixie dream bird, there mostly as symbol. Had she remained in a more dynamic relationship with Owen, the book might have been able to hit deeper emotional beats than it manages in its current form. That said, this is a gentle, compassionate exploration of how we can learn to love the things that make us different.